Okay, so this is a really quick curiosity question, or like my own curiosity question that I need to answer for myself. I'm curious. LumaFusion, I've noticed when you export, the files are much bigger, so it's not overly compressing and destroying the video. Like I said, iMovie did, where it would take like a 10 gigabyte long video and turn it into like 2 gigabytes. And it's like, this is crazy. So I wanted to see what do these bit rates do? Because obviously this is not a demanding situation. I've been filming all of this stuff lately at 50 because I realized 100 was overkill. So I wanted to see, is there really a difference? For something like this, obviously with running water or something, you know, where there's a lot of motion, I think is really where those higher bit rates, or, you know, people say when you're grading like log footage, the higher bit rate helps. But for just this, is there even a visually noticeable difference? So I'm gonna put text when I edit this the whole time so everyone knows, but this is 50 megabits per second, still the same old 4K 30 or 29.98, 1/60th of the second, 4K. So 50 megabits per second. This is kind of my baseline now because I don't feel like above this is necessary. And then in this next clip, we're gonna go up. Okay, this clip, all the same settings except 100 megabits per second. Is there more detail, or does motion look better? I'm curious what the difference is. On a 4K monitor, can you tell the difference? I don't think anyone will be able to tell on 1080 or like an iPad or an iPhone. Okay, so hopefully you can see this, and the next clip will go up again. Okay, so this is the final clip, and this is at 200 megabits per second, which obviously the file sizes are ridiculously large. 4K 30, 2998p, 1/60th of the second. I guess the other settings don't really matter, but 4K 30, 200 megabits per second. Does this look any better? Really, for those who have a 4K monitor, I don't think anyone with 1080 will be able to tell. Is there, with motion or anything, does it look better? And I'm under the assumption that somehow LumaFusion will optimize, you know, for the best quality this clip. And I don't know what it does with the other ones, or I'm not really sure how those bit rates work as far as, you know, like if you have a video set at 60p, then even 30p clips have to be adjusted to that to up to 60p if you're going to export it. I don't know if bitrate works like that. I think it just might be the detail. I'm not a videographer or video expert, but I'm just curious, like, do these file sizes justify for something so basic as like a YouTube video where you're just chatting in front of a camera? So what is this? What do you think? I have another idea of one more final clip. All right. So this final clip, I don't know if it makes a difference, but this is still 4K 30, 200 megabits per second, but this is an F-log. So the ISO, instead of being 540, whatever the next stop is above, or the third stop above 400, which I've been filming the other videos at, this is always 800 ISO, and I had to dim my little key light, if you will, a little bit to kind of compensate. But this is F-log, 200 megabits per second. ISO is going to be, you know, higher at 800. But does this look any better? I'm going to grade this with the Fuji ETERNA LUT, the one from Fujifilm you can download from their site. But does this look any better? Like, those are, again, those who have a high res monitor, 4K monitor, TV, whoever that, if there's anybody out there, actually, well, I hope somebody's watching these on 4K. Does this look any better? Because I'm curious if there is a difference. Maybe I should try go back to 100 megabits, or I'm just heating up my camera more and making files larger than they need to be. But if they're visibly obvious, I don't even have a 4K monitor, honestly, so I can't tell, but it seemed to me on my iPad Pro that there's no difference for this type of video. Again, this is not a grueling test, but I'm curious what you guys think. Please leave a comment if you can tell. If you can't tell, if there's no difference at all, then at least I know it's a waste of time for this type of video. I was just curious. Appreciate anyone's input. Cheers.